In the heart of the ancient world, between burning deserts and silent mountains, lies a body of water whispered about for thousands of years. A sea where prophets walked, empires traded, sailors vanished, and legends were born. This is the Red Sea, a place where myth, mystery, and history move like currents beneath its surface. Humans first settled along the shores of the Red Sea thousands of years ago. Evidence from archaeological sites shows that early Egyptians, Ethiopians, and other African civilizations navigated its waters, hunting, fishing, and trading goods across its breadth. By around 2500 BCE, the Egyptians had mastered the art of seafaring along the Red Sea. They embarked on expeditions to the legendary land of Punt, a place described in their hieroglyphs as rich in gold, ivory, incense, and exotic animals. These voyages were perilous. Sailors told of storms that rose without warning, winds that could change direction in an instant, and waters that glowed with strange, unearthly lights at night. Some islands appeared only to vanish when approached, leading ancient mariners to believe that spirits and gods guarded the sea, testing the courage and worthiness of those who dared cross it. Along the African coast, the kingdom of Aksum, in what is now Ethiopia and Eritrea, developed a thriving maritime culture. Merchants carried ivory, gold, and rare animals across the Red Sea, connecting inland trade networks to distant lands. Every voyage was fraught with danger, but also immense reward. Ships were lost to storms or hidden reefs, and tales of miraculous survivals spread across villages and palace courts alike, becoming the foundation for centuries of myth and legend. The Red Sea is a place of miracles. Among its most famous stories is the biblical tale of Moses and the Israelites, where waters parted to allow safe passage and then returned to engulf those in pursuit. Whether interpreted as history or allegory, the story bestowed a sacred aura upon the Red Sea. Local folklore adds layers to this mystique. There are tales of enormous serpents with scales shimmering like molten silver, guardians of the deep who could either guide or punish travelers. Islands that vanished and reappeared in the mist, visible only to the righteous, were said to be scattered along its coasts. Ghost ships were rumored to sail silently under the moonlight, protecting pilgrims or warning those who strayed from the true path. These legends gave the Red Sea a reputation as a realm where divine forces and natural dangers intertwined, a place where the outcome of a journey depended as much on courage and morality as it did on skill.
By the 1st century BCE, the Red Sea had become the highway of the ancient world. Greek explorers mapped its intricate coastline, fascinated by the strange tides, hidden reefs, and currents that seemed almost alive. Roman merchants used its waters to transport silk, spices, and precious stones from India and Arabia to the Mediterranean. African coastal kingdoms thrived as trade hubs, linking caravans from the interior of the continent to ships navigating the Red Sea. Every reef and storm became part of sailor folklore. Ships disappeared into sudden storms, sometimes reappearing centuries later as ghostly remnants, their cargoes preserved beneath coral reefs. Legends told of hidden underwater chasms, glowing waters, and mysterious currents that carried ships toward fortune or doom. The sea was both a path of opportunity and a test of endurance, rewarding those who mastered its challenges and punishing those who underestimated its power. Ancient mariners came to understand that the Red Sea was more than a body of water. It was a living entity, capable of shaping the destinies of civilizations. With the rise of Islam in the 7th century CE, the Red Sea became a vital artery of faith, knowledge, and commerce. Pilgrims sailed its waters to reach the holy city of Mecca, guided by the stars and the currents that had long determined the fate of sailors. Arab merchants transported not only spices, incense, and precious goods, but also ideas, manuscripts, and scientific knowledge. Maps of the Red Sea and beyond were shared across empires, allowing explorers and scholars to navigate and understand the wider world. Local legends from this era speak of phantom ships appearing in moonlit waters to guide travelers to safety. Some islands could only be seen by those of pure heart and noble intent, invisible to the greedy or malevolent. These stories reflect a belief that the Red Sea was more than geography. It was a teacher, a guardian, and a realm of spiritual significance. The Red Sea's strategic importance drew the ambitions of great empires. The Ottomans, the Portuguese, and later the British all sought control over its waters. Its narrow passages and hidden reefs made it both a prize and a challenge. Pirates exploited these dangers, preying on merchant ships and creating legends of lost treasures. Naval battles raged across its waters, shaping the political landscape of the surrounding regions. Each storm, each reef, became a silent arbiter of fate, claiming ships and empires alike. Stories grew of sunken galleons laden with gold and jewels, of phantom fleets roaming the waters, and of the spirits of sailors who never returned to shore. The Red Sea became a living archive of human ambition, preserving the memory of every voyage, conquest, and loss. In 1869, the opening of the Suez Canal transformed the Red Sea. It became the primary route connecting Europe and Asia, revolutionizing trade and shortening journeys that once took months. Modern ships, cargoes, and commerce poured through its waters, making it one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. Yet the Red Sea retained its mysteries. Beneath its surface, coral reefs conceal shipwrecks, underwater caves hide treasures from centuries past, and currents continue to carry the whispers of the past. Divers exploring its depths occasionally uncover relics of lost civilizations, proof that the sea is not only a conduit of trade but also a guardian of history. The Red Sea is a haven of biodiversity. Its coral reefs are among the oldest on Earth, home to creatures that exist nowhere else. From the slow-moving dugongs to schools of neon-colored reef fish, the sea teems with life. Legends claim that some reefs are sleeping guardians, holding the memory of every ship and soul that has sailed the Red Sea. Ancient currents are said to carry whispers from the past, and many sailors have reported strange, unexplained lights beneath the water, guiding or warning those who listen. It is a realm where history, nature, and myth converge, a place where every dive or exploration feels like stepping into another world. Despite its beauty, the Red Sea faces modern threats. Rising temperatures, coral bleaching, overfishing, and pollution all endanger its delicate ecosystems. Conservationists work tirelessly to protect this living treasure, establishing marine reserves, sustainable fishing practices, and public awareness campaigns. Yet even amidst human activity, the Red Sea retains its aura of mystery. It continues to teach, challenge, and inspire, reminding us that nature and history are inseparable and that the unknown always lies just beyond the horizon. The Red Sea is more than water. It is myth, history, and living nature. It carries whispers of empires, sacred stories, and legends that stir the imagination. It has witnessed courage and devotion, triumph and tragedy. To sail the Red Sea is to journey through time itself, to witness a world where the boundary between history and legend is as fluid as the waves. It is eternal, yet ever-changing, dangerous, yet beautiful. It is a sea that holds secrets too deep for any one person to know, but that rewards those who listen with a sense of wonder and awe. The Red Sea is a reminder that the world is larger, stranger, and more beautiful than we often imagine, and its story has only just begun.